Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through some basic concepts guys. So first let us go through publishing and shredding in XML data guys. So basically these are the two processes which can be done on XML data. So publishing is nothing but a process of converting relational database to an XML format. So here you are trying to convert the relational database into an XML format. So that process is nothing but publishing guys. Similarly, shredding. Shredding is a process of converting an XML document into a set of tuples to insert into one or more relations. So basically converting it into tuples is nothing but shredding. So if you want what are these tuples or what is these things you are confused. So assume a small table guys which is having a university, which is having the university name, university ID, and university address and all those things, right? So this is nothing but a tuple guys, in simple words you can say. Okay. So XML enables a database system to support automated publishing and shredding. So basically these two are mandatory for are mandatorily enabled for any kind of XML database. Okay. Similarly, a simple relation to XML mapping might create an XML element for every row of a table and make each column in the row as a sub element of the XML element. Okay. So basically depending on your requirements, you'll be making them as sub elements and all those things guys. Okay. Okay, so let us continue. So the next topic that we'll be discussing is a native storage within relational database. So basically in relational database, there will be some basic offers like how you can store the data and all those things. So many system offers a native storage of XML data. So if you take some kind of systems, they do support the direct storage of XML data. System stores XML data as a strings or binary relationship guys. Okay, so using XML data types, so XML query languages are supported. Similarly, special internal data structures are indices are used for efficiency. Okay, so even some kind of relational databases and all those things can also be used. Okay, so a relation with an attribute or type XML can be used to store a collection of XML documents. Each document is stored as a value of XML in a separated tuple. Okay, so you can store them in separate tuples. So this thing is that the native storage only provides for strings or in binary representation guys. So that is the reason why the native storages are never used in real time. Okay, so let us continue. The next topic is SQL extensions guys. So basically for doing some operations with respect to XML data, we'll be using this SQL extensions guys. Okay, so SQL or XML has several operations and functions to construct the XML output directly by extended SQL. Okay, so using XML elements, it is a function guys. Similarly, XML attributes, so XML elements is used to create XML elements. XML attributes is used to create XML attributes. Similarly, XML forest operation is used to create XML structure. XML concatenate is an operation used to concatenate elements created. Okay, so XML AGG indicates to forecast the XML elements. So these are some kind of extensions. You can say extensions are nothing but some kind of additional features or additional functions which you can add to your particular code. Okay, so if you recall, the the SQL code will be in this way guys. So it will be select star from course. So everything which is inside the course, it will be printed, right? Yes. So in the similar way, if you are using with XML, okay, so in SQL we used to do in that way. So with to get data from XML file, we can do in this way. So select XML element, name is nothing but course. So here you are selecting an element with the name course and having attributes. So comma indicates in this only it is having attributes. Those attributes are nothing but these are the attributes guys. Course ID as a course ID, department name as a department name. So you are collecting course ID and storing in course ID, department name in department name. Okay, similarly you are taking the XML element, name is nothing but title comma title. So you are collecting the title. Similarly you are collecting the credits also. So from where you are collecting? From course. So in this way the SQL for XML files will be designed, guys. So in the same way, this is one more example with XML aggregation and XML forest. Okay, you can just check them, and order by is nothing but to get them in a particular order. So by default it will be in ascending. If you want to keep descending, you can write order by descending. You can write it in that way. Okay, so I hope everyone got some basic idea about the concepts that we discussed in this lecture, guys. Okay, so in the next lecture we will be going through some applications of XML, guys. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.